Top rank, and we are back with yet another top rank prospect here, probably on the verge of contendership. You're 19-0 at the moment.
16-0.
Oh, 16-0. I'm sorry. But we are joined by Andres Cortes, born and raised here in North Vegas.
Yep.
All right, so you're a genuine Las Vegan.
Yeah.
Just speak a little bit closer into the mic, champ. Yep, there we go. But champ, just talk to us. Obviously, you got started. You got that Mayweather deal, and then moved on and got the Top Rank deal. Just talk to us about how that came about and just your upbringing and everything like that.
I turned professional in Mexico. Got my feet wet over there, and then signed to Mayweather Promotions. Then did 3 years with them. Then got lucky enough to fight in the bubble during COVID. And now I'm just here, fighting in my first fight on contract. So I'm excited, and I want to keep giving knockouts and keep giving these good performances, and keep showing the world what I can do.
So how did you get that promotional deal with Top Rank?
I'm on a 2 knockout streak. I had one viral knockout. I was coming in kind of like as an opponent, and so now I'm just moving on forward.
So at this point in your career, you got the Top Rank deal, right? Still undefeated, looking to take that next step in your career. Look for those 10 and 12 round fights, and look for those, those regional belts, as we like to call that, are so important to be in the rankings and move up the rankings. Where do you stand now as far as your career is concerned and moving forward?
I'm ready for the top. I just got offered Jamal hearing. I took it with no questions asked, and he denied it. So I'm ready for the big fights. I've been ducked for some time now by a lot.
Who's ducking you?
A lot of these people, man.
I need to know names. We never heard of you, so it's like for you to say you've been ducked. I'm like, wow, okay.
Well, he just said Jamel Herring, turned down the fight. So.
Okay. His comeback fight?
Yeah, for May. I was supposed to. I already had my fight, April 30th.
Well, do you truly believe he turned it down or ducked you? He has been on record saying that he was on standby to get the Kambosos fight had Haney not accepted it.
Nah, what I heard, by our team, we've been offered, the fight. There was a date and everything, and it was up to him, and he decided to pick someone else for that fight, and I was willing even to go up 5 pounds to fight him. So, you
were willing to drop 5 pounds.
No, go up
because you're at 30.
Yeah.
And then obviously that fight would be at 35 since Jamel said he is.
But you flunked. I mean, you've been more than just 30. You haven't really officially weighed in at 30 because you haven't fought for a belt. So.
Yeah.
30, 35, I'm sure isn't an issue for you. So you don't buy the whole he took a bigger opportunity.
Well, the guy that he fought, I think has about the same record, if not. He's the guy that fought. Well, I don't know who he's fighting exactly, but what I've heard is he fighting the guy that fought Adorno. The guy that the Ortiz.
Jaime Ortiz.
That's what I've heard of, but I'm not sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's got more TV time than you. He's more recognizable than you.
He
got the fight with Adorno on ESPN, plus he been on Showbox. So for Jamel, it's like, this guy people know.
But I knocked out Cervania in 1 round. That's the guy that dropped Valdez in a world title fight.
That's true.
You got your argument.
No, that's true.
So,
but I hear. First of all, let's talk about your nickname before we get into you living up to the nickname. From what I'm hearing, where'd you get the nickname Savage from? That's not typical for a Latino.
I just think I'm a killer, man, and I think that name fits me. There's no other way around it.
Well, since there's no other way around it, would Shakur call you a killer?
That time gonna come. The time gonna come. But I know his team will. So.
So you've sparred not Shakur, but people in his camp.
Yeah.
So who'd you spar?
I don't know his name. He's with him.
Right now, he's with him. Chris Williams?
No.
Oh.
Antoine Cobb.
We're talking to the mic. And you are, sir?
I'm Louie Cortes.
Oh, you're the brother?
Yeah.
Manager or just brother?
Whatever you want to call
Oh,
it. But
okay.
I'm just his older brother, you know, and I do all the business outside of the ring. And we here right now, 16-0.
So before we did bring you guys on there, we were informed that there was
An altercation.
an altercation
Between
or
Shakur Stevenson's camp and your camp. So I just wanted the details. What's up? What happened?
what happened there? So you were sparring Antoine Cobb, a member, a fighter of Shakur. What came of that, and what led to said altercation?
I mean, you know, my brother will tell you better the story.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead, Luke.
Nah, it's a simple story, you know. Long story short, you know, my brother has a good similarity style to Valdez somewhat, you know. So Shakur, he a competitive person. He trying to spar everybody, of course, right? But we got our big fight coming up as well. We find somebody that's 6 foot tall.
Wow.
You know, so we ain't, you know, we're here to build our brand and finally get recognized so the whole world knows what we could do. You know, so Shakur kept asking Frank, yo, I want to spar Cortez. I want to spar Cortez. And I was like, yeah, man, we going to spar him for free. Don't worry about it. We going to get it done because we want to see where we at too. Well, Shakur kept being somewhat a little bit annoying. And it was like almost stepping on my toes because Frank was texting me. And I was like, man, this shit getting out of hand. This shit getting out of pocket. So,
But how so? Because I mean, you're making it seem like it was excessive texting.
oh yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it was definitely, you know, it was like I said, he was stepping on our toes.
So
and
it was an ongoing thing.
Yeah, a little bit like, you know, the tensions were there, you know, like, you know, Shakur DM little bros.
But why would he insist on sparring your brother? What was it that he seen or that your brother did?
You know, there's a whole lot of things that, you know, I'd rather not say and speak about it, you know. You know, a couple management deals didn't go through that, you know, they part of or whatever.
Okay.
You know, but like a whole lot of.
So I'm gonna have to fill in that blank for you. Are you saying that James Prince wanted to sign your brother, and because you didn't go in that direction, you're feeling?
I ain't gonna speak upon none of that just because, you know, my respect is there for Mr. Prince, and he did, you know, give me some education and knowledge. But you know, I mean, like I said, it was Shakur was just kept asking or whatever, and of course, like Shakur, my brother sparring Shakur would be the best sparring for Shakur. But at the same time, we gotta focus on our own self. So long story short, whatever, we needed some work. So Frank brought us in to spar Antoine Cobb, and Shakur was feeling his groove or whatever in the ring, and he looked at me. He's like, "Tell him I want some work." And I just told him straight up, you ask and you shall receive, you know. And Lil Bros got in there with Antoine Cobb. And before that, the whole team, they were talking loud, like just nonsense stuff. Just Eddie Reynoso could be here. They ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all could bet 300,000 to get 100,000. Like just loud talk.
But why Eddie? You train with Eddie?
Nah, nothing. They were just feeling good, you know? They were just feeling good. And, I mean, we come from Floyd. Like, my brother got signed with Floyd. He had a Spark tank in front of Floyd, and Floyd was literally in our ear talking shit. So it's like, that shit ain't gonna work over here. Like, get that out of here. So, like, you know, they just added flame to the fuel, and I started talking my stuff. And
what did you say exactly?
a whole lot of stuff.
Give me one line.
Y'all done fucked up.
Okay.
Y'all done fucked up, you know. And at the end of the whole thing, I mean, Cobb, of course, he's very inexperienced for my brother, but you know, it was bad intentions. You could tell. My brother just dissected him. Lil Bros didn't even get hit at all. It was the easiest work ever, to be so real. And Shakur was all pissy. He was like literally right next to me, the whole team. And even Shakur's grandpa said, you know, he couldn't even say, I can't even say nothing. They were all just mad, you know. And at the end of the sparring camp, I just said, respect isn't given, is earned, and left it as that.
So Andres, how many rounds did you do with Antoine?
4.
So this back and forth is going on throughout the entire sparring. So you said Shakur was right next to you. So during the sparring, like you said, you're saying they had a lot to say before. During the sparring, is there still stuff being said, like to you or to your team during the sparring?
Yeah, they didn't have faith in their mans, and I told them that because they're like, "Oh, you're picking and choosing. You don't want to spar Shakur," and then that's what I told them. Like, man, that's cold blooded. Y'all don't got faith in y'all mans. That's fucked up.
So you sparred Antoine, and obviously Shakur was the one you're saying who wanted the work. So did that after the whole back and forth? Did that work ever happen or no? Did you and Shakur ever get some work?
Well, that was just what, Friday, Thursday?
Yeah, that was brand new. That was just
a couple days ago. Okay, okay. So, I mean, do you think it was just like a fighter talk, or do you think there's more to it? Do you think it's at this point it's actual beef, or is it just gym talk, fighter talk?
Yeah. I think it's just Shakur's a very competitive person. I mean, who isn't though in the sport of boxing? I mean, like I said, we're focusing on our fight, and Shakur wants to get some work with Lil Bros because he getting ready for Valdez, but he got I think a little bit too much asking for the work, and he got too cocky, so we had to tell him what time it is. And believe it or not, I'm gonna be real, and everybody could believe it what they want to believe in. Shakur seen my brother spar right there, like ringside, and I seen Shakur a little bit. I wasn't really paying full attention, but man, dude ain't no killer, bro. Like Shakur got great defense. He gonna catch your stuff and whack you back, but he ain't the type that's gonna really hurt you. He gonna point you out. He gonna neutralize it, and that's that. We talking about my bro.
Man, he just stopped Jamel Herring.
Come on, man. That was a friendly fight. That was a friendly fight, bro. Like, that's not a real fight.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that are you guys saying that he doesn't get past Valdez? You think
bro, styles make fights once again, and like, man, come on, but like, to each his own. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, I talked my stuff when that happened, because they felt like they could get one on us, and we sent them home all sad. Like,
now, when you say you sent them home,
all sad.
Why were they sad?
Yeah, but how'd you send them home? Is it you mean like their gym session was over and they still wanted it?
They were all in the ring looking at Lil Bro sparring, and I just talked my shit because they were talking their shit. So I ain't no sucker. I ain't soft. So I just said the right things to send them all home sad. And
did your brother perform?
Anton Quab is too inexperienced for my brother. He didn't even land a punch. They wanted to go 6 rounds. They couldn't even last 4 rounds.
So when you say he couldn't last, you saying Antoine got out? He
got out. I said, you don't want no more, right? No mas. He got out.
Damn, you look my co-host's face. He from Chicago.
my brother's a true killer, bro. Like, man, we finally got our little promotion thing going on. So we got our work that's gonna keep coming in, and it's bound to happen. We just gotta work the right way and make the right moves, and with God's will, we gonna make it happen.
So you said styles make fights, but you didn't give me your pick in the Valdez and Shakur fight. I think I know which way you're headed, but there's people in the chat like, so who?
Yeah, because this is live.
Yeah, so who's your pick in that fight?
Man, like I said, styles make fights. Of course, I'm gonna ride the hot hand. My pick, realistically, I'm from Las Vegas, so I like to bet. I'm gonna take the over. I'll take the over.
So he believes Shakur's going to decision.
Yeah, I'll take the over, leave it as that. But odds are always meant to be broken, for sure. So don't count out Valdez. He's a hungry man, but I think Shakur does have the skills to pull out that fight for sure.
Andres, you've been pretty quiet while your brother was talking. Is there anything that you would like to add, to the incident that took place at Top Rank Gym, I'm assuming? So
yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to add to it. Okay. It was just another day in the gym.
Okay.
And as far as it comes with me, you know what I mean.
Do you feel that Shakur only wanted to spar you because you was doing whatever you was doing to his friend?
I mean, I don't take nothing personal. You know what I mean? As far as boxing, like, nothing's personal. You know, it's business at the end of the day. But, you know, I mean, I get up in there and do what I got to do. Because that's not, I don't know. You know, I just go in there and beat people up, man, to be so honest.
Who do you, so now your brother gave his thought. What are your thoughts on the Oscar Valdez Shakur Stevenson unification later this month?
You know, I really believe Shakur will, you know, be able to beat him up. May be able to stop him. I don't really know. You know, Valdez hasn't been stopped before, but I do think, you know, he's gonna be able to handle him and definitely take him late. You know, like I said, I don't really know. It just goes as far as, you know, if Valdez is on some stuff, to be so honest with me.
Like you're saying, given that he popped high, okay, some of that tea, okay.
So, and if he's on it, you know, he's gonna be able to endure a little more. So, you know, it could go 12 rounds, but I got Shakur unanimous decision.
Okay. Do you think?
I wanted to ask this, and I don't want to forget, man. Were you guys in the gym when Shakur sparred? Just waiting to see any facial expressions. The Vargases, Amado. No.
Okay.
Have you sparred any of the Vargases? Because you're local.
I sparred about both of them.
Junior?
No. The two younger ones.
Emiliano and Amado.
Yeah.
How'd it go with Amado? Did you see the highlights of Shakur's Amado?
No, I didn't see him.
So
it's not that much of a highlight though. It's like 4 or 5 punches Shakur landing on him. That guy not landing.
But the reason he's asking is because we were informed that I guess Amado was on video
publicly picking Valdez,
and we were told that Shakur had an issue with it. There was some DMs exchanged. Some sparring took place. So that's the reason.
Like some payback sparring for picking against him.
You know, that's the, you know, obviously the reason we're bringing it up, given, you know, what you guys told us took place in the gym last week. So just wanted to see, you know, if you guys were there for that, because we were hearing a lot of, you know, a lot of tea, a lot of stuff going on. So as far as that.
So being from here in Vegas, do you use the Top Rank gym now? Did you just decide to migrate there, or are you staying in your home regular gym that you, I guess, started in?
Nah, I just started training there.
Okay.
Probably like,
and you're gonna stay there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
So where were you before then?
I was honestly gym to gym. Like I was like Las Vegas Fight Club, and then sparring at any gym, Salas, just wherever really. You know.
Have you ate at that barbecue spot? What's the name of it?
That's not a barbecue spot. So
chicken spot.
It's a chicken spot.
Las Vegas Chicken?
Nevada Chicken Cafe. It's in the same parking lot as.
What? You ain't get out of working out and go eat a rotisserie chicken. That's one of the healthiest things to do.
I didn't even know that place existed.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Cause you know where the real boxing gym?
Yeah.
Okay, it's right next to that.
Okay.
But it's a good. It reminded. You're of Mexican descent, right?
Yeah.
It reminded me of pollo al carbón, like, cause you know they grill it. It's healthy. It's good and juicy. So, that's like our go-to spot when we're done working out.
So, have you gotten some work with Devin again, being local?
Well, I actually went to middle school with him. So when I was younger, we sparred, but as of like years now, I haven't. Yeah.
Why haven't you tried to get with that?
I don't know. Like we have the same strength coach. So I see him
at phase
often.
1.
Yeah. I see him often, yeah.
Okay. So you do your strength and conditioning at phase 1.
Yeah.
How do you like that? I mean,
they say iron sharpens iron. I'm just saying. What's up? You the manager over here.
Nah,
you don't want that Devin work?
Look, I got a lot of love for Devin's team, and the way just my brother spars is like, if my brother spars somebody, it might not go good. You know, like it's just
he really making you a killer right now.
The intensity, you know, it's just the intensity is very, very high, and then like a lot of people say like sparring is just to work, you know, but it's just the way my brother is installed is a little different. So I don't want that animosity or like them bad intentions, you know. Like we done seen Devin grow up from yay tall. I mean, like he said they went to school together. So there's a whole lot of other people to beat up on than, you know.
Okay.
Well, so who have you gotten some of the best work from though?
Cody Crowley. Because he talks.
He too big. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dude like 54, man.
Nah, he 47. He 47. He 47. Devin sparred him. That's what I gotta ask. Devin sparred him. I gotta ask. And I don't know how long you may know Crawley. Maybe Crawley was lighter. Maybe you sparred him in amateurs.
I look after my brother's sparring sessions. Like, I don't like to let my brother spar bigger people. I'm not gonna lie, when I seen a Cobb 144, I was like, shit. Like, you know, a lot of people lose their careers in the boxing gym. You know, so you gotta know how to move, man.
So you have been living off experience, LOX, or have you managed and dealt with other fighters? Man, is this your first experience?
This is my passion. I'm just rocking with passion here.
So what gave you the confidence to let your brother drive the vehicle that is your career?
Yeah, just like kind of the way we grew up, always together. I feel like at the end of the day, he's gonna have the best interest in me than a lot other people. And, you know, just a lot of hard work. You know, we work really hard together, so we overcome a lot of obstacles that are placed in front of us.
So now back to sparring though. Who have you gotten some of the best work from, whether Vegas or anywhere else?
I mean, you know, Gervonta Davis.
Hold up. You can't just say Tank name and move on, man. We just had someone sitting in that very chair that when he said he sparred Tank, he was like, that man's power is real.
Well, the first time I sparred him, and this again to show, you know, how good of a fighter I am, the first time we sparred, we were supposed to do a certain amount of rounds, and he had got out in 4 rounds.
He's notorious for getting out, though. Yeah. Have you heard that or not? Because, I mean, I'm tired of hearing the motherfucker get out. It's crazy. He never do the whole 6 he tell people he going to do. And if he tell you going to do 10, he get out in 6. It's crazy.
He could do that, though. Fuck it.
Yeah, but that's after he beating up on somebody, right?
I mean, yeah, he got out on Ivan Redcatch after he beat him up, but he didn't do the 6 that, you know, said he was going to do. And we just talked to somebody who said he got out in 6 too. He's notorious for getting out in 6.
Well, that's how I earned my contract with them. So that'll tell you a little something. If I would have got beat up or whatever, I don't think I would have been signed with my promotion. So.
Okay, so I actually wanted that story from you. I thought that maybe your brother was credit for getting you the deal. So it's just the performance in sparring, or did you do some behind the scenes?
Nah, my bros actually went up to Floyd and you know, straight told him, like, I want that contract, and he got it. Little bros got it, and then we just locked it up with Leonard Ellaby, and then we just, you know, rolled away from there. But I definitely planted the seed. We were hungry. I mean, we did 3 fights in Mexico. We didn't know where to go, how to move. We brand new, and we're really good friends with Andrew Tabiti and Juan Heraldez. We grew up with them, and I was like, man, the way to get put on is you got to beat up on Gervonta. Straight up. Like, so we ran the mountains, we were working and stuff, and we were hungry. Like, the hunger to get put on was there. So sure enough, it came to fruition. We sparred Gervonta in front of Floyd, and Floyd crazy, man. He got up on our ear and told him we gonna get fucked up left and right. Yup. And my brother was just focused, and it was good, man. Gervonta, you know, he gave us a lot of respect, and I think till this day he gives us our respect. So, you know, I respect him back.
Was that so? Would you say Gervonta then is the best sparring you've got?
I think so, yeah, because I was young at the time, so I feel like after that I picked up a lot more. Like, that was probably like the first time I ever did 8 rounds straight up. So I feel like I picked that up, took that, and became who I am today. So took it. Like,
was that your only time sparring, Tank?
No, I sparred him twice.
Okay. Yeah. What was the second time like?
We went 8 rounds.
So he gave you more.
Yeah, it was good.
And he knew what to expect then, so it was different.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same story. Like,
look at this guy.
It really was. Like, you know, he's known to, you know, really put people out. You know, if you watch him spar, he's usually hurting dudes. You know, I never really felt like I was comfortable in there. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, if he would have put me out or hurt me, you know, I wouldn't have got that contract.
But we're not here to win sparring sessions. I always have that in the back of my mind, you know, where we got to shine where it really matters, and that's under the bright lights.
So do you guys have a date?
Yeah, April 30th.
And a name?
Some 6 foot Mexican dude, nothing crazy.
So born and raised in Mexico.
Actually, born in Mexico, raised in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 wins, 5 losses. He just 6 foot, so that's why, like I said, we focusing on our our opponent, and not helping Shakur Stevenson. Ain't no handouts over here. We focusing on our own selves.
That's good though, right? You guys fighting on the you're on his undercard, and you guys had the exchange or whatever you want to call it, and at the end of the day, it's the 130-pound division.
Yeah.
So anybody who is ahead of you, whether it be in rankings or the champions in that division, those should be the guys you want, right?
For sure, and that's how I always see it. I always see who's the champion at the moment, and that's who I go after. You know what I mean? And I mean, as far as the gym stuff, like to me, it really don't matter. I go in there, put in my work. But as far as like this fighting stuff, that's what I really take serious. Is I want the big names, I want the big fights, and eventually we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, and I think we're really closer than a lot of people expect.
It's funny you say that you feel you're closer than most people expect, because you just signed with Top Rank. They like to take their time before they kind of let the leash off their fighters, so to speak, unless you're, doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, I guess you have to do that in April. Show Mr. Brad Goodman and Bruce Trampler what it is you got for real, because a lot of people were high on Berlanga, right? But they kept giving him guys to make sure that he was this one-punch knockout guy, and then eventually things started to change. So they do their job over there very well. And, we just had Frank, and he was obviously giving the matchmakers over there high praise. As a manager, and like you said, you're very protective of your brother, and you watch over him. Do you feel safer with the experience of these matchmakers?
Nah, at the end of the day, it's all business. They got their own best interests, as well as us, So it's just business. You can never take it personal. But man, we had to come up the hard way, like for real. Like my brother did 2 fights, 3 fights, 4 fights without a contract, so we weren't protected. Brad Goodman was just trying to get out the best out of us. Man, it was the hard times, but we here now. Uncle Goodman, he's a great guy. Uncle Goodman is a great guy. Without him, we would have not got this deal. So a lot of respect to Uncle Goodman, straight up. We here now.
Bruh, so have you always been in Vegas, you yourself?
Yeah, I was born in LA, but I was raised out here. I was a boxer too. Shit, I had 100 amateur fights. Beat Jose Ramirez, beat Oceanique Foster about twice.
Oh, you beat my man Oshaki? Oh.
Oceanique and I we know each other real good, so it's all love, man. I didn't go pro, unfortunately, but hey,
Why?
It's paying off different now. I just didn't have we didn't have the program. I mean, it got tough, like I don't want to speak up on my past, but we here now. God got a different, destination.
I wanted to ask, because your brother obviously say he's Mexican descent, but you have like a different look about you. You got the Brooklyn going, like you hang with some Caribbean Latinos.
Man, I'm mixed up differently, yo. Like I got it all in me.
That's what's up. But you're the calm brother, huh?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be like the Angel Garcia of the team, and he's the Danny?
I'm gonna be Louie Cortes.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Make that name for yourself. Or would you expand, or you're focusing solely on him, and once you're done with him, do you get another fighter, or would you entertain fighters?
Man, this legacy gonna live forever. I want to share my education and my knowledge. So absolutely, I'm always scouting for different talent. And like I said, I didn't go pro because I didn't have the right people around me. I mean, you can ask Devin Haney. Like, man, he done seen me since I was yay tall too. So, I just didn't know how to go pro. That was my biggest flaw. But like I said, we here now. So I definitely, I got some.
So now you learned how to turn pro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you think you've learned how to put a fighter in position? That's not your brother though.
I mean, if
Because you have a certain sort of love for him that, you know, it's just gonna.
But it's business. You feel me? So it's like you gotta even remove personal to the side and it's business. And we've been, I think, businessly moving the right way. If not, we would have already took a L or some crazy shit. But God is great, and my brother's work ethic is insane, crazy. So we here now.
Man, Andres, that must be a good feeling, man. Your brother is literally sitting here explaining that he just didn't have the resources and the knowledge on moving forward, and for you to get a contract with Floyd Mayweather after 3 professional fights, and then get now the top rank contract coming from where you're coming from, and just for your family. What does that mean? Because I mean, that's literally getting it out the mud, right? Like, you literally got it out of nothing, because if you didn't, your brother would have went pro. You get what I'm saying? So, what's that like for your family to be able to, come this far, and for your brother, even though he couldn't attain it, for now, he's kind of, and I don't mean this in no disrespect, but you're kind of like living your dreams through him. You get what I'm saying? And once again, I'm not trying to come at you, but you're living your dreams through your brother, and to see what you've done. What's that been like, just on a family aspect?
It's been great. I know that my brother's dreams were to become world champion, just as any fighter. And I do, believe when I do become world champion, then that we'll have the same feeling. We'll have like as if he was world champion, I'd be world champion. So it's definitely mutual. And I know that when I win a fight or get a knockout, he feels what I'm feeling. So I don't think, so that's the difference between us and a lot of people, these trainers or whatever, they've already, they've gotten fighters and they win these big fights, but they didn't really make these fighters. You know what I mean? They just kind of got them, trained them for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, then won the fight. So me and my brother got a different feeling. I think that's why we work so hard too, because we know, what we want, and at the end of the day, this is, a hard sport, and, it ain't easy. So, we there though.
Just to kind of switch gears though, see you got the nice Balmain shirt on the show. Are you into fashion? Is that something now that you're getting those checks and things like that? No,
his brother got some Balenciagas on. That top rank deal might be better than we thought.
No, I asked though, because obviously fashion plays a part. Fashion plays a part into boxing. Like, you think about it, there's no other sport where you could wear whatever the fuck you want, in a sense, right? So there's a lot of fashion creativity, and I'm just curious. We see a lot of fighters with the jewels and the nice gear. I'm just curious, like, what are you into?
I mean, yeah, I'm into fashion, whatever. Cars, whatever, like, it's whatever. But I mean, it ain't really like that, It's just.
Is there a passion or a hobby outside of boxing for you, like a pastime? Some people use, fashion or cars, as that pastime. Do you have anything, video games or anything that you like to do outside of boxing, or is it just boxing?
Shooting guns, hanging with girls.
There we go.
So you're single?
Nah, I got a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hanging with my girl before you get fired. Yo. So, man, I'm not into guns, bro. I remember my friend took me to a range for my birthday. So obviously everyone watches movies. So I ran to the Desert Eagle, shot that, but then they start giving me these machine guns. That shit was scary. Like, honestly, I'm like, I don't want that. It's too big. So what got you into guns?
See, I love that. I love that feeling. Like, I don't know. I think I don't really know what got me into guns. Once I started shooting them, I just kind of found a passion for them, and I just kind of like something you just want more and more.
And it's pretty cool.
How often you do it? Sorry, Danny.
I don't do it often at all since the COVID happened. The prices are crazy right now.
Oh, so
they raised the prices?
Yeah, for bullets.
And I thought he was gonna say he likes guns for the reason I like guns. I like really got into it because, bro, you could just go to the fucking desert out here.
Like, you go to the range out here, you're dumb. Don't spend money at a range. Go out to the desert.
No, I mean, you know, obviously if you don't have guns and, you know, then you have to go to a range. But like for us, we would go to the desert, and I'm from Chicago. I'm from the city, so it's either you shooting out a car window or you on a block or something. So going out to a desert, that shit was pretty cool. You should try it if you have your own guns or you got friends. You know, legally and safely, you know, go out there. It's definitely a fun time. You know, take out some carne asada out there.
You guys being from Las Vegas, born and raised, you into ATVs?
Not really.
Nah, you never hit the desert and dusted it up, huh?
Yeah.
And here I am hoping you have one. I'm looking for friends. For real, I love the ATVs, man. I'm just imagining how it would be in that desert, though. Gotta be fun. So,
Patreon?
No, because Madison told us about him yesterday, so I didn't have a post.
Okay, all right, no worries.
Yeah, but do we have any super chats for him?
No, let me see. No super chats.
So, once again, as the manager, what advice would you give for anyone else that's out there? If there's a brother duo that's looking at what you're doing and they're like, man, see, that could be us. We just got to keep working. What would you tell them to do outside of the normal? Just keep working.
Yeah, right. Man, it's so difficult. I don't know. Just have a vision and believe in the vision and execute the vision. You know, that's how we got here. You know, put yourself in that position and make the best out of it. I mean, the internet's so powerful nowadays, and there's so many ways to move in the sport of boxing. So, you know, BoxRec, use the BoxRec database and start dialing these phone numbers just like how I did. But
to give them information, you mean use the BoxRec database as a manager? You have access.
Nah, we all got the same access. I just have a straight little login, nothing crazy.
Yeah, but you get phone numbers and you get to see who has a fight.
Nah, it's all there. I got the same information you got.
So you don't have like the manager account?
Nah, I don't got
you don't have a manager account? Okay. Yeah, because we spoke to a manager that says he gets the login.
Yeah.
And let's say your brother has a fight, but it isn't announced. He already knows, so he doesn't send an offer.
Nah, see, I might have to get that now.
Yeah, you got to get that.
Yo, we just told a fighter yesterday, I think he's 3-0, 2 knockouts. He fights out of Bones Gym, and he just fought in Mexico. Yeah. We found out because we stream fights. We have the rights. We have the rights to some fights in Mexico. We found out that BoxRec out there is different, that they have a representative for each state in Mexico.
It's a dirty game.
And so I told him, I'm like, yo, you got to stay on it because if somebody looks you up on BoxRec, you 2-0. They go to your Instagram, you're 3-0.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's happened a lot. So definitely want to stay on top of things, you know, especially when it's regarding your career, because it's like...
The video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.